I'm Illinois. Welcome to the video. $340 million for Fernando Tatis Jr. 14-year deal. Wow. What did he do to get this kind of contract? Let's take a look. So, let's see. In 2019, he played in 84 games. All right. He had 22 homers, 53 RBI, 16 stolen base, batted .317. Last year in the short season, batted .277, 45 RBI, 17 homers, and he played in 59 games. So he's young. He's 21 years old. All right. So 6'3", career numbers, 301 career hitter. All right. So the question is, he was Rookie of the Year. He was in the MVP voting. So based on these two seasons right here, is this enough to warrant $340 million? $340 million for 14 years. He's played in what? 84 plus 59 games. Well, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Has he played? He said he has 558 at bats, 39 homers, 301 average, 168 hits. Has he shown enough, in your opinion, to get this contract? In my opinion, no. If I'm the Padres, because no matter what he does this year coming up, I mean, they've already decided to give him this kind of money, so it doesn't matter what he does. So, in my opinion, he played 84 games, then 59 short season. I want to see him play 162 or 150 something, and I want to see his numbers then. In my opinion, that's the best approach because, like I said, I mean, you're already going to give him a lot of money anyway. You might as well let him show you something. So let's see the projections. Age 22. They project 33 homers, 90 RBI, batting .291. Coming out of your shortstop position, that's really good. But those are projections, so you could throw them out the window. So bottom line is for me, I'm not giving him this deal right now today. I'm going to let him play the whole year, and we're going to see what he does. And then if he does what we hope, all right, we're gonna get that contract done. But if he doesn't, if he starts dipping, if he's 300 plus batting average, okay. If he's dipping below 277, then okay, we got to rethink a little bit how much you want to give him. But anyway, he got paid. But here's the big news. Here's the big news. So let's go away from here. Go away from here. Let's go here. Padres deal Shields to White Sox for E. Johnson and Tatis Jr. Who remembers this in 2016? There he is, Fernando Tatis Jr. So the White Sox traded Fernando Tatis Jr. and a pitcher, Eric Johnson, I believe, for James Shields. So, wow. All right, so that happened in 2016, June 2016, a day that will live in infamy for White Sox fans. Okay, now, why did they do this? Why would you trade a young player whose dad was in the pros? Why would you do that? Were they close to winning? Well, let's take a look. So, in the 2015 season, the season prior to them doing this, there were 76 and 86. They finished fourth in the AL Central. Okay, so we look at the team. All right, what do we see? Catcher spot giving you 239. Jose Abreu, he's always good. Um, Yomer Sanchez giving you 224. Alexi Ramirez giving you 249. Tyler Saladino 225. Melky Cabrera, solid player, 273. Adam Eaton 287. That's good. Aviel Garcia giving you a 257. Adam LaRoche giving you a 207. Okay. And you look at Gordon Beckham coming off the bench batting at 209. The backup catcher batting at 219. I mean, come on. And then for your pitching at the time, Jeff Samardzija with that 4.96 ERA, Chris Sale 3.41, Jose Catana 3.36, John Danks 4.71. I used to call him John Stanks. I can't believe they gave him that contract. And then Carlos Rodon enjoying his only decent moments in baseball so far. Then you look at the bullpen: David Robertson, Zach Duke, Dan Jennings, Jake. So Putnam could have did a little better, but pretty solid bullpen. All right. So, but you look at that lineup, and you look at your record, 76-86. So what is the thought? Are you thinking you're one? You think you're one pitcher away? Let's go, James Shields. So in 2015, all right, 3.91 ERA. That's in the National League. That's not. I mean, that's not good. All right. Then he gets traded. Right. 5.85 ERA. Then goes back to the National League. 4.28 ERA. Then, so he's 2-7. Right. Batting 4.28 ERA. 7 innings pitched. Gave up 32 homers. All right. So the question is, does this look like a pitcher that you need? So he comes to the White Sox at 2016, 6.77 ERA, 4-12. If you're doing this bad in the National League, what do you think is going to happen in the American League? Then the next year he gets 5.23, then 4.53, 7.16, 5.7, 4-12. Ouch. So when is the last time he had a good year? Well, 14-8, 321, 13-9, 315. That's pretty decent, 16-12, 282. So he's had a few moments of good pitching, pretty decent pitching. But you go from 2016, so you go this 2016, no good. So anyway, what did the White Sox get? 16-35 with a 5.31 ERA. Wow. And San Diego, 15-14, 4 ERA. So bottom line is, I don't understand why you make the trade for this guy. So we go to so you're 76-86. Then you go into the 2016 season, right here. So you get your James Shields. Where is he? There he is, James Shields. You get your James Shields. He goes 4-12, 6.77 ERA. Wow. So you make the trade. You go 78-84. Same thing as last year. Basically, you finish fourth, right? And then you have, look at the lineup. So there you go. That catcher position. What do you get? 210. There you go. So Abreu, always good. Brett Lowry, nothing. Tim Anderson, good little year. Frazier, look at that, 225. Milky Cabrera, professional hitter, 296. JB Shuck, what the shuck? Adam Eaton, 284, good. And then Avisail Garcia batting at 245. What a disappointment. And then you look at the bench, nothing really there, of course. Then you look at the starting pitching. Chris Sale, decent little 3.4 ERA. Jose Quintana never got run support. He deserved better. So, but 3.20 ERA. Rodon going at 9-10 with a 4.04. Miguel Gonzalez 5-8 with a 3.73. And then goes big game James Shields 4-12, 6.77. All right, so yeah, the bullpen did really well except for Matt Albers. When he did play, he didn't do too well, but this was the year where you had a pretty solid bullpen, pretty decent bullpen, but you had like decent starting pitching with a few of these guys. But overall, there's no reason why they make the trade. There's no reason why you trade James Shields for, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now, did the White Sox know that Fernando Tatis Jr. was going to be what he has been so far? Of course not. They didn't know that for sure. But here's what we do know. We do know for a fact that James Shields was not a good pitcher when they traded for him. We know that for a fact. We do know for a fact that Fernando Tatis Jr. was well thought of. His dad, like I said, was a professional. Not that that means anything, but we we know he has hope. There's a chance with him. We know that much. We know with James Shields we were getting a bad pitcher. So then let's go to the 2017 season just for fun. 67 and 95. So they go 67 and 95. So once again, this was a trade I forgot about until Fernando Tatis Jr. signed that deal today. I just erased it from my memory, but I was reminded again today. But wow. So your Chicago White Sox could have had Fernando Tatis Jr. and obviously, um, let's do that real quick. Let me go. Let me type in Chicago White Sox um, depth chart. Yeah, let's go 2021. All right, let's do this real quick. All right, let's imagine this, shall we? Second base. So obviously Tim Anderson or Fernando Tatis Jr. One of them is going to play second base. Doesn't matter which one, I guess. But you're talking about having, let's just say, you got Tim Anderson at second base, Fernando Tatis Jr. at shortstop, and then Nick's a really good young player, but we'll have to get him in where we can. But wow, what a lineup! You add Fernando Tatis Jr. to the team. Um, wow, wow. But it's all for naught because it is what it is. The trade happened, and there you go. So if you didn't know, you learned something new. If you did know, I'm sure you don't want to be reminded of it. But Fernando Tatis Jr. should be wearing a Chicago White Sox uniform today. And instead, we got James Shields. Ouch. All right, I'm Illinois. Thanks for watching, and it's time to ball out.